What is happening, fire signs? This is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. This is going to be for Saturday and Sunday, the 27th and the 28th of October. And this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So let's see what's going on in your love lives, family. Let's see what's happening in your love lives today and tomorrow. Okay. All right. All right. What is going on here? Why do you feel like you don't have a choice? What's going on? Alright, the underlying energy is the Nine of Pentacles. Underneath that is the Hermit. Why do you have the Hermit there? It's because the Seven of Wands. You're defensive. Something that you're defensive about. Some sort of offer, but here's the thing, it all leads back to the Nine of Pentacles, which is feeling the confident and independent. This is about abundance, you know, not necessarily structure, right? Because this is someone that's built abundance and is proud of it, and they've created they've created abundance. Like, I mean, they've created some sort of foundation here for themselves, in a way. But this is about a gilded cage as well. But the situation is this: it's like, it's almost like it's interesting, because it's not like you're saying that you're holding on to your comfort zone, kind of. It's almost like you're saying like you're trapped there, like you don't know how to get out of it, or this is like there's something here that's keeping you from being able to move out, and it has to do with your mind, because the Eight of Swords is the heart of the reading. The situation is that you're stuck in your thoughts. You just don't feel like there's any options out there outside of yourself. Like, you just feel like there's nothing to do. Either you back up, you get sliced up, you step forward, you get sliced up, but the options and everything, the way out of it is right in front of you. There's actually nothing keeping you from from being able to walk free, to be free. It's just an engagement in your mind. Now, the Nine of Swords has definitely become that way. I feel like it was a retreat, it was a place to heal, and now you're just trapped. It's very interesting. It's like you created a fortress that you can't even get out of right now. And what's crossing this is the Page of Pentacles. Now, you may be feeling stuck in your thoughts because of a new offer that's come in, and it's probably overthinking it, perhaps. Maybe somebody's overthinking this situation. The Page of Pentacles is somebody that's offering something new. Something that's, a great in value. It could also indicate that this is somebody, maybe it's looking very closely at the details. It is creating some sort of, not necessarily a problem, but it's make you feel maybe, I don't know, vulnerable, if that's the right word, but it's definitely nerve-wracking in a way. But I feel like the situation is this: I feel like you kind of feel like you're stuck doing something that's kind of boring. That's what it kind of gives me the sense of. You may have gotten, you've retracted in to kind of do what you need to do to heal, but then you come out and you're like, I'm bored as fuck. I don't really want to deal with this. I don't really want to do what I'm doing. And you don't really see another way out of doing it. You don't really see another option. And I feel like obviously the obstacle is doing the boring stuff. Just continue to doing the work. And it's hard to do the work if you're not enjoying it. Now, for some of you guys, it may be temporary and it's actually building you towards wherever you're trying to go, but it's harder. It's getting harder and harder every day to do it. Now, for some of you guys in relationships, this could be the same great thing, right? You're just building your relationship up, but it's harder and harder to deal with the fact that you may be seeing this relationship as more as a chore rather than enjoyment. You may be feeling stuck. Maybe this person gives you whatever you want, or, they're around, but they're not really around. They're not emotionally available. You may be feeling single, and you're like, maybe you just want to offer something to somebody, but you don't know if you can, because you're in a situation where you're in a commitment already. Either way, The past is showing the Two of Cups. So you have met somebody that feels somewhat similar to you, if not the exact same thing. Now, the Two of Cups always indicates that you feel, however you feel about the person, they feel the exact same way about you. You love them, they love you. You hate them, they hate you too. The whole point of the Two of Cups is that you guys share similar feelings. You guys have come in with the same cup. That's why you start out with Ace of Cup. You know how you feel about something. You know how you feel in general, and you meet someone that feels the same way. So that means if you feel how you feel about yourself, they will feel about you. So how you feel about them, they will feel about you. You know what I mean? It's really interesting how that works. But the Two of Cups is coming up in the past. Perhaps a potential soulmate connection here. And now you have the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you've met someone. And here's the thing, it kind of gets roadblocked because maybe there's something that's lacking. And now you're not sure whether or not how to move forward because maybe, like I said before, you have a commitment here perhaps. Or maybe that you may have to do some boring stuff in order to get to where you want to be. And you don't know otherwise. You don't know how to do that. You don't know any other options to do it. You just kind of feel stuck in doing one thing just to get to where you want to be. I do see you though shifting your focus onto, you know, juggling the options, getting more options, or perhaps just handling keeping the balance and handling what you can handle, doing the best that you can with working with what you have, and kind of letting your emotions kind of sit by the wayside a little bit so you can handle the work that you got in front of you. And I can't understand, right? If it's something that you feel like you don't have enough of, and the work that's going to get you to where you want to be, it's not exactly exciting. You know, sometimes we have to go through life and we have to do things that are not necessarily that fun to get to where we want to be. And I feel like this is one of these situations. Okay, I feel like this. Yeah, I really do feel like it's one of these situations here. But the Two of Pentacles talks about focusing on the practical, you know, juggling options, juggling situations here, you know, trying to keep the balance of a situation, but doing the best that you can, right? Juggling it and, you know, working pretty much. But usually the Two of Pentacles would talk about making a practical decision of some sort. Now, you may feel like there's not, you know, you don't have a lot, but there may be somebody that's offering you something and you don't necessarily know what to do to take it. And you may end up having to kind of bounce things around to kind of figure out how you can adjust your life and a schedule with things like that. I do feel like though with the Two of Pentacles here, I feel like it's mostly just focusing on work, focusing on the things, the tasks at hand, and keeping them in balance for the time being. But again, right, there's some sort of focus on, there's some sort of emotional aspect to this that I feel like is going to help you in a way, or what you need to kind of ignore for a little bit. And I feel like it has to do with this Two of Cups in a very weird way. I feel like this, whatever's gotten you antsy or really wanting you to get to this situation a little either sooner, or whatever makes you feel like you know you're trapped and you can't do anything other than one thing at this moment that you kind of feel like you have to do repetitively until it's over, has to do with this Two of Cups. So whoever you feel this for, like you're feeling something for somebody, and it's like almost kind of not necessarily ignoring them, but more of like understanding how you feel and allowing yourself to do what you need to do to take care of the tasks and balance those areas in your life, right? Giving time to your emotions, of course, and not neglecting yourself, how you feel, and the relationship or the kindling relationship if this is not necessarily a relationship quite yet. But allowing yourself to do the work that you feel like you need to do for yourself to get to where you want to be, which is this Four of Wands. And I don't know if y'all are trying to move house or not, because there's no cards here that indicate travel, but this does talk about moving up in a higher place of commitment. But this is a promotion, a career, moving up in your business, or this is a relationship, because you do have the Two of Cups here. You do want to build something, but right now it just feels like there's no other options. And you may be right. There may not be a lot of options. That doesn't mean that it should impair your movement. It should keep you from doing the things that you feel will lead you to where you want to be. Sometimes you just can't get out of a situation that will lead you to happiness, right? But I feel like too, the Two of Pentacles could be also talking about finding new opportunities and new ways of getting to where you want to be. Right now you may have one option and may just feel like it's not good enough. And I feel like this, even though you may be lacking, don't be desperate and take this if this is like a money situation or whatever. Because I feel like in order to gain your independence, you have to be very independent minded. And I feel like a lot of you fire signs already are. But the thing is that if you have an offer given to you, if it's not something that you want to do, don't feel like you're backed into a corner and have to take it. I feel like the Two of Pentacles is talking about different options coming your way, a decision that you have to make, right? Don't allow yourself to get back into a corner. But again, if this is a promising option and it may just not be that appealing to you, but all the rest seem the same, and it's like a fundamental situation, like you just don't want to do certain things, or a certain thing that, like, for instance, get up in the morning, but all the best paying jobs and the jobs that truly reflect your value have to be in regards to getting up in the morning, that may be the thing that you may have to end up doing, right? But it's all depending. Two of Wands talks about what is worth your time or not. So you weigh the options whether or not it's worth the time that you put into it or not. You know what I mean? So that's the same time. It's like, even though I'm saying like, you know, hey, sometimes we do things. Sometimes if you have a goal or if you have a dream in mind and it's in a direction and we don't really want to do it, you know, but if something we don't want to do, but you know, it's something, it's temporary and it's going to get us where we want to be, might as well do it. But at the same time, if it's totally not something that you're willing to do, if it's out of desperation, be careful, because you don't want to do that either. You don't want to be desperate. Follow the moon. Oh, Lord. Follow the moon. It says follow the moon. And it says trust your instincts. Trust your heart. You know, very similar to the High Priestess and the moon. But, you know how you feel at every moment. Really be reflective of how you feel. Because right now, with the Two of Pentacles in your future, that's big to me. Because this is, I was saying that there's some sort of emotional component. Maybe balance it out. But I feel like it's really talking about trusting your intuition. Know how you feel in every moment so you can know what your intuition is trying to tell you. Whether this is a good offer, you should take it, or this is not a good offer, you should not take it. Most importantly, be careful and be aware of how you feel, because if you're coming from a place of desperation, you do not want to accept something that is not exactly up to par to what you are trying to do, if it's not going to get you to where you want to be. Okay, so if you are in a situation right now and you don't like some sort of offer, right, and you don't know what to do, you don't know whether to take it or not, you have to go by what you feel. If you don't know the value of something truly to you, the best key to help you figure that out is base it off your feelings. How do you feel about this Page of Pentacles right now? If you don't like it, it ain't worth shit. If you love it, it's worth everything. You know what I mean? Don't get too stressed out. Don't get locked in your head, because that will keep you from being able to make the best decision for yourself. Right? Not the best decision for me or anybody, but for you. Because you're going to be the person living with it. Right? So you got to be careful. And I feel like that's the thing. Following the moon means trust your intuition. Trust how you feel. Really look at how you feel. Because that's going to be your guidance system for the rest of your life. More than anybody. Okay? More than anything. Alright, you guys, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I want to put out a quick reminder. Wednesday will be the last day for the beginning of the fall sale, so go ahead and get all your readings done, and I will see you guys on Monday. Love y'all to death. Bye, guys.